sound of a soulful, slightly melancholic violin playing then fades to background. In the heart of Lisbon, where the cobblestone streets whisper tales of old sailors and lost loves, a young woman named Clara found her world within the four strings of her violin. She wasn't just playing for coins in the cozy lamplit cafes, she was playing the very soul of the city, a melody for every tourist, every local, every lonely heart that wandered by. Her music was a tapestry woven from the scent of grilled sardines, the distant clang of a tram, and the soft golden light that spilled from every window. People would stop not just to listen but to feel. They'd say her music had a special quality, a touch of saudade, that untranslatable Portuguese longing for something lost. But what they didn't know was that Clara was longing for something she'd never even had. One evening, as the stars began to prick the deep indigo sky over the Tagus River, an old man with eyes as deep and weathered as the city itself sat down at one of her tables. He didn't order anything, he just listened, a faint, knowing smile on his face. He came back the next night and the next. Finally, after a week of silent appreciation, he approached her as she packed her violin away. "Your music," he said, his voice a low, gravelly hum. "It carries a beautiful sorrow. You play for someone you miss, yes?" Clara was taken aback. I play for my grandmother," she confessed, the words tumbling out. "She taught me everything. She passed away before she could hear me play on these streets she loved so much." The old man nodded slowly. He then reached into his worn leather satchel and pulled out not a handful of coins, but a single, folded piece of sheet music, yellowed with age. "My name is Afonso," he said, "and I was a composer. Your grandmother, she was my muse. This was the last piece I ever wrote for her, a song we never finished." Clara's hands trembled as she unfolded the paper. The notes were familiar, a ghost of a melody she'd heard in her own compositions, a tune that had haunted her dreams. It was the missing piece, the harmony her heart had been searching for. That night under the Lisbon stars, Clara didn't play for the tourists or for the coins. She placed the old manuscript on her stand, took a deep breath and played for her grandmother, for Afonso, and for the unfinished love story that had finally found its ending through her. The music that poured from her violin was no longer just sorrowful. It was a symphony of love, loss, and reunion, a melody that echoed through the narrow streets, finally complete.